Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. And today we're looking at Grupo Supervielle S.A., whose latest amendment to their annual report is like finding a misplaced appendix in a treasure map. So this is an amendment to an already filed report for the year ending the 31st of December 2024. Think of it like a company saying, oops, we forgot to include this one crucial piece of the puzzle. Let's add it now. And what is that missing piece? It is their company bylaws, the internal rulebook that basically says how the company is run. It is not the most exciting thing, but it is super important for understanding the very foundation of how decisions are made. If you like breaking down complex financial documents into simple, actionable insights, make sure you are subscribed to Corporate Decoder. And hey, if you want to chat about this stuff with fellow finance enthusiasts, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. This filing from Grupo Supervielle, an Argentinian financial services company, doesn't give us a deep dive into their day-to-day financial performance, like a regular 10K or 10Q might. Instead, it is focused on a specific important document that was added. It is an amendment, and as they clearly state, the sole purpose is to add updated bylaws. Now, while we don't have new financial numbers to pour over here, we do get a snapshot of their capital structure as of the end of 2024. They tell us about their Class B ordinary shares, of which there were over 375 million, and their Class A ordinary shares, with over 61 million. It is always good to know how a company's ownership is structured, especially when you see different classes of shares. What is really interesting about these share classes is the mention of American depository shares or ADS trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SUVI. Each of these ADSs represents 5 Class B shares. This tells us that Grupo Supervielle is accessible to international investors and is listed on a major global exchange, aiming for broader reach and liquidity. It also hints at the governance structure because often different share classes have different voting rights, which is something that can be detailed in the bylaws they've now included. It is crucial to understand what this filing isn't. It's not a financial restatement, it's not a correction of errors, and it doesn't update any information beyond adding those bylaws. So we can't use this specific filing to gauge their recent performance or strategize based on new financial trends. However, by us focusing on the included exhibits, we can glean a bit more context. Let's look at the exhibits. We have the bylaws themselves, Exhibit 1.1, which is what this whole amendment is about. Then there is the deposit agreement for those American depository shares, showing how they are structured for trading abroad. We also see references to their subsidiary list and important policies like their insider trading policy and an incentive compensation clawback policy. The clawback policy is particularly interesting because it means if executives get bonuses based on faulty financial reporting, the company can actually take that money back. This suggests a focus on accountability and accurate financial reporting, which is a good sign for investors. We also see certifications from their Chief Executive Officer and Chief Financial Officer under Section 302 of the Sarbanes Oxley Act. These are statements confirming they've reviewed the report and believe the financial information is accurate. While this specific filing doesn't contain financial statements, these certifications are a standard part of ensuring transparency and accountability in corporate reporting. And then there is Exhibit 13.1. A certification of the CEO and CFO under Section 906 of the Sarbanes Oxley Act. This is another layer of assurance specifically confirming that the financial statements being filed comply with securities laws and fairly represent the company's financial condition. The fact that they are referencing these standard certifications, even in an amendment focused on bylaws, shows their commitment to regulatory compliance and investor confidence. So, what does this all mean? Well, this filing isn't about a sudden financial surge or a dramatic shift in business strategy. It is a procedural housekeeping matter, ensuring their foundational documents, their bylaws, are up to date and filed correctly. However, the inclusion of these updated bylaws, alongside references to ADS's insider policies and CEO/CFO certifications, paints a picture of a company that is actively managing its corporate governance and international investor relations. The existence of Class A and Class B shares, with the ADSs representing Class B shares, suggests a potentially dual class share structure. This is something investors often scrutinize because it can lead to concentrated voting power. The updated bylaws will hopefully shed more light on the specific rights and powers associated with each share class. The inclusion of a clawback policy is a positive indicator, demonstrating a commitment to ethical financial practices and executive accountability. These are the kinds of details that build trust. The mere fact that they are diligently amending their filings to include updated bylaws, even if it seems minor, shows attention to detail and a commitment to regulatory compliance. A company operating in a complex economic environment like Argentina, maintaining strong corporate governance is paramount. This amendment, while not a financial blockbuster, reinforces their structural integrity and ongoing commitment to transparency for their stakeholders and the market. Alright, that is our breakdown of Grupo Supervielle's latest filing. What is your take on the importance of bylaws and corporate governance for companies? Do you think the dual-class share structure is a red flag or a necessary tool for founders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps the channel. And subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. And don't forget to check out our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.